Hey guys, I'm back with part 6 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. Here in this one, we're going to be doing the interior layout for the second floor of the house. So I gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using in this video. So I have the white concrete, the light gray concrete, the smooth quartz stairs and slabs, as well as the quartz bricks, then the stripped dark oak logs, stripped dark oak wood, dark oak stairs, dark oak planks, then the dark oak slab, dark oak trapdoor, dark oak fence, and then the mud brick wall, the chain, the black stained glass panes and white stained glass panes, the end rod, and some sea lanterns. Let's start by marking out the staircase leading up to the second floor. So I have the smooth quartz stairs. I'm going to look here at the left. We're going to be lined up here where the second space of the white concrete is, away from this doorway. We're going to have 2 stairs going out like that, and then we're going to have a third one curving. Now we're going to continue with just the 2 stairs, and it's going to be an additional 8 layers, so it'll be 9 in total going up. So now we have a staircase going up here, which is a total of 9 layers. Now let's start marking out the wall going up along the side of the staircase. So we're going to switch to the white concrete. We'll start right here down at the bottom behind the curved stair. We'll place 2 like this, so the second block is lined up here at this layer of the stairs. Now we'll go behind that and have 3. And then we'll have 4. And then 5. And 6. So just going up along the side of the staircase like that. Now on the final layer back here, let's go ahead and fill in this space. So we should just have 4 spaces. We'll bring it up to the same height as where we left off that white concrete going up along the side of the staircase. Now let's start adding the strip of the logs that I'm going to have wrapping around here for the entrance of the house. So you can switch to the stripped dark oak log. We'll just start right on top of this white concrete here. So I'll go towards the right up against this wall. Go ahead and have the logs like this. Make sure the final one right here, right next to the staircase, is a stripped dark oak wood block, so you can't see the inside of the log. Now let's go ahead and delete this extra layer of white concrete going across here. We could go ahead and just leave this block right in the corner, and we'll go ahead and continue with the stripped dark oak logs and have them on their side like this, going into that right there. Now we could just start right here, go ahead and have some more sideways ones right on top of this white concrete. We'll go ahead and just stop it there, and now we'll have another set going all the way over until we meet up with the stair right there for the staircase. So we'll go ahead and place a strip going across like this. We could then just stop it right there where that stair is. And then you can see we're going to have one more right here. So we'll go ahead and just place it like that. So now we just have that single layer of the stripped dark oak logs wrapped around, so it's going to add a little bit more to the walls instead of just leaving them entirely white concrete. Now let's switch back to the white concrete. We'll just start over here at this corner, and we're going to bring up a pillar of 10. Now, right on top of this section right here, we'll just add a single strip of the white concrete going across. Right behind this pillar that we brought up, we're going to go right next to the staircase. We're going to add 2 layers of white concrete, so we can place a block here and a block here, and now you could go up in the second layer and bring this all the way over until you meet up here at the edge of the staircase. So it's just 2 layers in height. Now let's continue going all the way around, right on top of the rest of the stripped dark oak logs, and we're going to add 10 layers of white concrete. So we could just start right here where we left this off, and just go ahead and wrap this around. We could then just stop it right here. So now, right here starting on this corner, we could go ahead and have a second layer. So now you can see that is 2 in height. We want to make sure it is 10, so it's going to be another 8 layers. Let's go ahead and actually just look at this front wall where these windows are, and I'll go ahead and show you this part. So you can see we have to add an additional layer right here on top of that. And then we'll go along the sides, so where these 2 spaces are. So we already have the 3, let's go ahead and add another 7 layers going up. We'll do the same on this side as well. So we just brought those sides up, 2 spaces wide, so it's just right here at the edge of the windows. And then we already had the 3 below it, we added another 7, so now you can see this should be 10 blocks in height. Now let's go right down the middle. We'll go ahead and bring this up to the same height as well. And then you can see we have the space right behind it. Go ahead and add an extra layer, so it's just going to be doubled up. You can see we have this little space down here at the bottom as well, we also have to fill in. And then the space along the sides. And now we have 2 extra layers here at the top. So we'll just go ahead and double it up as well. So that's 1 layer, go up here, and add the second layer. So it's all just filled in. So this layer here, and this layer. So now we have this front wall filled in. Now you can see this side and this side. We have to add an additional 8 layers, so it'll be the same height as everything else. So this is what the entrance to the house is looking like so far. Let's go ahead and flip around. We could probably add a sea lantern for a little extra light source. We have the dark oak wood stairs. We're going to be placing these upside down right on top of this part here. So it's just a set of 4 like that. Now you can switch to the dark oak trapdoors and the chain. So with the chain, we'll place this on top of all these white concrete blocks going up along the staircase. On top of that, I'm just going to have some dark oak trapdoors. And then up here on top of these dark oak stairs, we'll do the same thing. So we just have the chains and the trapdoors on top. And then we'll go right here, we have this section of 3. We have some chains again with the trapdoors. Now let's switch back to the white concrete. You can see we have to continue filling in the rest of the wall here next to the staircase. So we have a block right here, and then we'll go ahead and have 2 after that. So now you can see it's all just filled in. We'll go ahead and bring this up to the same height as the rest of the wall. Now let's make sure we're lined up with it. So what we're going to do is go all the way down here at the bottom at the same layer as the top stair where the staircase is. So we're going to look over here towards the right, and it's going to be right here at the corner. So make sure you're at the same layer as that. And we'll add another 2 layers going out. So we're going to be left with 3 spaces right here in the middle. We could go ahead and continue filling this in to the same height as that other wall. Now let's fill in 4 layers here at the top. So now you can see we're going to have a doorway leading into here. Now let's flip around and we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. So we'll go down here at the bottom at the same layer where these dark oak wood stairs are. We'll bring this wall out by an extra 3. Bring it up to the same height. And then we'll look over here and make sure we're lined up with it. So it's going to be right here at the corner. Be at the same layer as that bottom block. We'll bring this out by 2, leaving us with 3 spaces in the middle. Bring this up to the same height as well. And then we have to add the 4 layers here at the top going across. Now we have this back wall. So we pretty much just have to fill it all in and make sure we don't cover up the windows. So we'll go down here at the bottom, bring this straight across, add an extra layer on top of that, work your way along the outer edge of the windows. We could go right down the middle, and then you can see we just have one more layer here across the top. Now let's switch to the dark oak planks. We'll go ahead and fill in the floors. So it's going to be here at the same layer as the top stair where the staircase is. So we could go ahead and fill in the 3 spaces here for the doorway. We'll do the same on this side. And then we'll continue filling in all of the rest of the space in the middle, all throughout here as well. So now we have the floors all marked out here, we have these walls. Now let's be sure to go back down to the first floor. We have to be sure to go underneath here and finish off these ceilings that we have. So let's switch back to the white concrete. We could look at this wall first. So we're just right below the staircase. We're going to add an extra layer going across right here, right on top of this white concrete that we have down below it. And then we'll go across the top of this wall here where the back door is. We already have that layer. Now let's be sure to grab the dark oak stairs. We're also going to need the dark oak slabs, the sea lanterns, and we're also going to be using the light gray concrete. So we'll start with the dark oak stairs, and we're going to be marking out the crown molding. So it's going to be here at that layer that we just filled in. So if you look at this back door, we're going to be leaving 1 space above it, so we're right here on this layer. So we're going to be placing the upside down dark oak wood stairs, just wrapping it around. You can see we have the staircase here, so all we're going to do is just wrap right around all of that. Go ahead and continue on. So it's looking like this. Now let's switch to the light gray concrete. We're going to be just at the next layer up, and we're going to fill in all the extra space throughout the middle here, just right at the edge of those dark oak stairs. Now let's go ahead and add a little bit of light. So I'll switch back to the sea lanterns, and we could go ahead and just have maybe 1 right there, and that is really all we need. Now let's switch to the dark oak slabs. We'll go ahead and place this going across to cover up that sea lantern. We could then go ahead in this direction as well, just to add a little bit more here. And that is all I'm going to do here for the ceiling. And then we have this extra sea lantern. We could go ahead and, you know what, we'll actually leave that because it is still a little bit dark. Once we add all the furnishings and stuff, it'll be more lit up. Then you can see here, this is where we're going to be adding the staircase down to the basement. So it's just right underneath the staircase leading up to the 2nd floor. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and leave it at that in here. Let's head on back up to the 2nd floor. And we'll continue on up here. So let's go ahead and do the frame for both of these doorways. So we have the dark oak stairs and the dark oak trap doors. So it's just the same way we've done it for the rest of the house, with the stair at the corner and all the trap doors for the remaining space. Now let's head on over here to this space, right next to the staircase. And we're going to go ahead and mark out all the walls here, as well as the floors. So let's look at this back wall. We'll fill in the space on each side, just here at the same layer where we left off this white concrete. Now let's start right here, work this towards the front in that direction, and we're going to place 9. Now we're going to be skipping over 3 spaces, so we'll start here on this 4th space, and we'll continue with the rest of the white concrete going in this direction, and we'll just bring it all the way here to the edge. So we're going to have a doorway right here. What we could go ahead and do is delete these 3 layers, And then go ahead and work your way up by another 3. So now we have a 3 by 4 for the doorway. So we are going to be using all the space here. Let's go ahead and look at this wall. We'll have the 1 space here. Now on top of all that white concrete that we just marked out, we're going to go ahead and add an additional 6 layers on top of it. So I'll start over here. Just bring this up by another 6. You can see we have to add an additional layer going right across the top here as well. And then for this doorway, we're just going to go right along the edge of it, so don't cover any of it up. Just go right around it. So I'm going to continue filling in the rest of this wall and that wall. So it is now like this. Now over here at this front side, I'm going to have a bathroom. So let's look here at this doorway. We're going to leave 1 space at the edge of it. So we're going to start right here on the second space. And we'll just bring a strip of 7. So it'll be at the same height as all the rest of the walls. And then we'll go ahead and skip over 2. So I'll just go ahead and place 2 like that. So now starting on the third space, the rest of this is going to be a solid wall. So it looks like it was 5 blocks. Yeah, so 5 blocks right here. We could go ahead and then just delete these. So this will be a doorway. Go ahead and bring this up to the same height as well. Now let's go ahead and add 3 layers here at the top. So now we have a 2 by 4 block doorway here. I have the stripped dark oak logs right here. Let's go ahead and add these below all of the doorways, so it's going to divide the floors. So we have this doorway here first. Go ahead and just add 2 stripped dark oak logs like that. We can then just delete that. So just right there in the middle to divide the floors that we're going to have here for this bathroom. And this space is going to be an extra living room space. And then we have the doorway here, which is doubled up for the bedroom. We could go ahead and delete this extra strip of the white concrete. We'll have a strip of the dark oak logs there instead, and then an extra layer. So it's going to be 2 blocks thick like this. Now let's switch to the dark oak planks. We're also going to be using the quartz bricks. We'll go ahead and fill in the floors here for this space first. So with the dark oak planks, it's just going to be all the space here within the edge of the walls that we just marked out. Let me be sure to add an extra light source in here, so now you can see all the space here is filled in. We have the quartz bricks, and I'm going to do the same thing here for this bathroom. And I'll add another sea lantern in here just for now. So let's fill in the floors here as well. So it's going to be the dark oak planks again. And we could just go within the edge of all the walls that we already have here. Add an extra light source in here for now as well. And now let's add the door frames. So we have the dark oak stairs and the trap doors again. So there's the bathroom door. And then we have the bedroom, which is doubled up. Now let's head on here into this bedroom, and we're going to mark out the actual walls we're going to have in here. So for the walls in here, we're going to be using the dark oak stairs, the stripped dark oak logs, and the light gray concrete. We'll start with the dark oak stairs, and we're going to be placing these below and above all these little windows that we have. So just a stair below and above like that. Now let's switch to the stripped dark oak logs, and we're going to have 2 layers of these for the bottom half of these walls in here. So we'll look over here at this side first. They're just going to be placed straight up and down, like that, so just 2 layers in height. Below all these little stairs that we have here, it's just going to be 1, and then back to the 2, and we'll continue just wrapping this all the way around. We don't have to worry about filling in the corners. And then we have this wall right here. You can see it's doubled up, so we're going to have to delete this extra layer of white concrete. It'll just be replaced like that. Go ahead and do this section as well. And now the rest of this room is going to be 4 layers of light gray concrete. Once again, we have to replace all this white concrete. So now I have all the walls marked out here for this bedroom. So that is actually all of the walls and floors here for this side of the house here on the 2nd floor. We just have to do all the ceilings. But before we do that, let's head on over here to this side and we'll mark out all these floors and walls now. So now this side is going to be a little bit different. We're going to continue with the white concrete. We'll look over here at this back wall first. You can see we just have to fill in this space and this space. And now instead of adding another layer going across here like we did for the other side, we're just going to be using this wall. So we have 5 spaces starting right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to be lined up here on the 6th space. We could go ahead and delete this block and then the other block next to it. And then we'll go up and do another 3 layers. So now we have a 2x4 block doorway here, which will lead into a bathroom that we're going to have here. So this wall here is just going to be 1 block thick, so it's just going to be left as it is. Let's actually look over here at this wall. We could go ahead and just completely fill it in. So we have the extra 6 layers in height, work your way across the top, and back down this side. Now let's flip around and look at this wall. We're going to do the same thing. So we have the single space on each side. And then we'll bring it up by another 6. And then across the top. And we're going to have a bedroom over here. So let's be sure to add the wall going across. So I'll look at this right side. We're going to be sure we're lined up with the 5th block of white concrete starting right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to place a strip of white concrete going all the way up to the same height as the rest of these walls that we just marked out. So just 1 block below this wall here. And then we'll go ahead and skip over 3 spaces. So we're going to be here starting on this 4th space. We could go ahead and then just delete these. Continue this wall across into there, leaving the 1 space. Bring this up by another 6, so it'll be 7 in total. And now we just have a doorway leading into the bedroom that'll be here. Let's go ahead and fill in the 3 layers here at the top. Now let's switch to the stripped dark oak logs. We have these 2 blocks here we're going to replace, so it's just like that. We'll go here for this doorway as well. And then let's be sure to do it here for these doorways. So we have this side and over here as well. Head back in here. Let's go ahead and add the door frames. Now for all this space here, I'm going to be filling in the floors with the dark oak planks. I'm also going to do the same thing here for this bedroom. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of extra light in here again. And now let's head on here into this bathroom. And we have to add an extra layer for the walls. fill in the floors as well. So let's start with the dark oak stairs, and we're going to be doing the same thing we did for that bedroom. So we're going to have a stair below and above all these little windows. And now we're just going to have white concrete walls in here. So we're going to go below these dark oak stairs. Right here on this layer, we could just place a strip going straight across. We'll do the same for this wall, so just work it all the way over here to this side, and then go ahead and connect it into that wall. And now on top of that, we're going to add another 5 layers. So now we have the walls all marked out here for this bathroom, and now the floors will just be the quartz bricks again. Go ahead and add a little bit of extra light just for now. So now we have the floors and walls done here for this bathroom. So now you can see we just have to go through all of this space for the entire second floor and mark out all of the ceilings. And here for the entrance of the house, we have a little bit more to do right here, and we're going to have a chandelier. So let's go ahead and head on back over here to this side, and we'll start marking out all the ceilings here first. So I'm going to start with the dark oak stairs. We're going to be using a lot of light gray concrete as well. So with the dark oak stairs, we're just going to be marking out all the crown molding. So it's just going to be around the top edge, all along here. We're going to do the same here for this bathroom, and the same thing here for this bedroom. So just along the top edge with upside down dark oak stairs. So here for this bedroom, just go up to right below the roof. So where those dark oak slabs are, we're just going to be right below that, so you can still see we have half a space remaining. So now in here, I'm going to switch to the dark oak slabs and just add an extra layer right here, right below the roof. So now we have the ceilings marked out here for now for this bedroom. There's going to be a little bit more that we add. And then switch to the light gray concrete, and we're going to fill in the ceilings here for this living room and bathroom, just 1 block higher than the crown molding, and just fill it all in within the edge of those stairs. So now this is the bathroom, and this is the living room. We'll head on over to the other side, and we're going to be doing the same exact thing over here. So we have the crown molding here at this layer with the light gray concrete for the ceilings. We're going to do the same thing here for this bedroom. So there we go, we have this space, we have the bedroom, and now here for this bathroom, we still have to add a closet. So to switch back to the white concrete, we're going to be right here at the edge of this window, and we're going to place a strip of the wall going all the way up to the same height as everything else. We'll go ahead and skip over 2 spaces, so we're then going to fill in these 3, bring this all the way up as well. And then we're going to just have 2 layers here at the top. And then we have the stairs and the trapdoors here for this doorway. Now let's switch to the dark oak stairs. We're going to add the crown molding here at the top layer. And now, instead of having dark oak slabs to fill in the rest of the space, I'm actually going to be using smooth quartz slabs right here at the top layer of the stairs that we placed. So it's not going to be able to be right up against the roof because they're two different types of slabs. So it's going to look like this. Now let's go into the closet, and we have a dark oak stair on each side, just two like that, and then the slabs right down the middle. You could instead, if you don't like how these stairs are on each side, you could just have it match with some smooth quartz stairs, which I think I'm going to keep it like that. You could even do the same thing here for this bathroom if you prefer it just being all quartz, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. So now we have all of that marked out. Let's go ahead back into the main entrance of the house, and we'll do all of this now. So let's switch back to the white concrete. We're going to go right here next to this pillar that we brought up. We're going to add 2 extra layers right here for this space, as well as for this space here on the other side. So it's just a little bit of wall going across there in the middle. Now, switch to the dark oak stairs. We'll have these upside down here for that space of 2, as well as for this space of 4. And now, for the space of 2, we're just going to have a dark oak trapdoor on each side below those stairs. For the space of 4, it's going to be 2 right here in the middle, and another one below each stair on each side. Now we can start filling in the ceilings, so switch back to the dark oak stairs. We're going to be at the top layer of these walls. Go ahead and just wrap this around for the crown molding. So we have this section. We'll do the same over here for this side. And now the rest of it is going to be filled in with the light gray concrete, just 1 block higher than those stairs. So there we go. We have all that filled in. So now we have to go through and pretty much do a little bit more detail in each of these ceilings by adding some beams and some slabs, and we even have the light source in each ceiling. But first, let's go ahead and do the chandelier and everything in here for the entrance of the house. So I'm going to start with these stripped dark oak logs. I'm going to have a beam going across. So I'll start over here at this front wall. We could delete this stair and have a strip of the logs going across like this. We could then delete this stair as well and finish that off, so just going right down the middle. We could go ahead and continue it on for this space as well. Now let's add a little bit of extra light with the sea lanterns. So let's go ahead and switch to those. And I'll have maybe one right here and another one over here. And then I'll go ahead and have some strips of the dark oak slabs going across. So we have this space all done. Now let's head on into the main area. We're going to go ahead and pretty much do the same thing. So we could have a sea lantern right here and over here. We could do the same thing on this side and have a strip of the slabs. And then right down the middle, on top of the beam, we're going to go ahead and have a mud brick wall, the dark oak fence, then 3 chains hanging down, and then we're also going to need the end rod. So this is going to be starting off the chandelier. And now for the glass for the chandelier, I'm going to be using the white and black stained glass panes. So I'm going to start with the white. I'm going to have this right below the end rod, and I'm then just going to branch it out on each side. Now, let's switch to the black stained glass panes and fill each corner in. And now, lined up where we have all the white stained glass panes, let's have another black one, just branching out on each side like that. And then you can switch back to the white stained glass panes, and we're going to pretty much have 2 in each corner, so 1 right here and right here. Let's go to this side. Do the same thing, so here and here, wrap around, here, and here. So just connecting into all these black stained glass panes that we placed in each corner. So it's just like that for the first layer. Now, let's go down on the next layer. We'll go ahead and start with the black stained glass panes. We could then just branch it out on each side. In each corner, we'll fill it in with the white. And then we'll have white lined up where all the black stained glass panes are. So that is now the second layer. Now we have the third layer, so we're going to start with the white. We'll branch it out. And that's about all we're going to do there. Now I'm going to hang down another white stained glass pane there. And then we'll have an end rod to end it off. So that's going to be it here for the chandelier. We'll then go ahead and delete that. You can see it is a little bit dark over here, but once we add the furnishings, we're going to be adding a little bit extra light. Let's head back on up. Let's go into maybe this side first, and we just have to add the rest of the detail for the ceilings. So I'll start in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and have some slabs with some sea lanterns. So how about we go ahead and have a sea lantern here and here. We could have a set of slabs going across. And then we could have maybe another set right here and here. Like that. We'll go ahead and delete that sea lantern. So let's go ahead and now head on into this bedroom. We could have maybe a beam going across down the middle here. Like that is fine. We could then have a sea lantern right around here and here. Do the same thing on this side. And then we could grab the dark oak slabs and have these placed going across in the other direction. We'll then delete that, and now this bedroom is done. We'll head on over to the other side. We have this living room. So in here, I'm going to have two beams going in this direction. So how about one right here? And another one in the same spot on the other side. And then we could go ahead and maybe have a dark oak slab underneath each end, like that. And then let's switch to the sea lantern, and we could have, how about one right here and here. Do the same thing on this side. And how about a couple here in the middle as well. And then we'll have some slabs going across. So now this living room space is all done. We could delete that. Head on here into the bathroom. I'm just gonna have maybe a sea lantern here and here. We could then either have the slabs in this direction, or you could have them just going right down the middle across. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. I think that's fine. I'll then delete this. So the bathroom is done. And now we have this bedroom. So I'm going to switch back to the stripped dark oak logs. And I'm going to have maybe a couple logs going across in this direction. So we'll just bring it straight across like this. Do the same thing over here. We could then just have a dark oak slab underneath on each end. So the extra light that we add in here is going to be all from the furnishings. So we'll go ahead and just leave that sea lantern where it's at. We could still have a set of slabs going in the opposite direction, just to add a little bit more here. It just won't have a light source. So it's looking like that. I think that's fine. I'm going to leave it at that here for the second floor of the house. We just have to add all of the furnishings. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that here for part 6 for this tutorial on how to build this mansion. If it helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 7. We'll be doing the entire interior layout for the basement.